Yep, I went for strings and returned home with this beautiful Les Paul Standard, my dream guitar. When I was like 15, someone gave me a CD with music. And I got to listen for the first time to great bands like Green Day, Aerosmith, new metal bands like Limp Bizkit and Stained and Papa Roach, and good music. But there was something very special. There was a band called Led Zeppelin, which I haven't heard of at the time. And I was listening to the whole thing. He gave me hundreds of songs, hundreds of MP3s. And then I was doing something else. I was playing StarCraft, something like that. I'm old already. Anyway, I was doing something else. And then I heard something that changed me forever. Forever. It changed me forever. I heard that. I remember the feeling of listening for the first time consciously to that funky, psychedelic, heavy, sexy sound. And I was impressed. I didn't know what to feel, so I stopped what I was doing. And I opened the folder and tried to see what was that. Just imagine. I'm sure you have some similar experience, but listening to Robert Plant and Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones and Mr. Bonham laying the groove. Jesus Christ. Whatever. So I saw Led Zeppelin 4, so all those tracks, and one photograph. One random JPEG, and that photograph, you could see a man, Jimmy Page, holding a 59 burst. Now I know it is a 59 burst, and the combination of sound plus how he was holding the guitar and how beautiful the guitar was, just burned my mind. And since then, I've been trying to purchase a 59 burst. This is not a 59 burst. This is a 2019 Les Paul Standard. I don't really care, but I've been chasing a Les Paul, a burst Les Paul since then. And I haven't had the chance to own one so far. It's been a few years. And I've owned a lot of guitars. If you have been following this channel, you have been able to see that. I've owned a lot of guitars. I own a beautiful Greco, but never a true Les Paul, because that Greco is not really a Les Paul per se. It is hollow, semi-hollow, has a maple neck. It is a very special, specific, different guitar. So when I was younger, I couldn't afford one. It was just out of the question. I couldn't afford one. Even now, I cannot necessarily afford my stuff. But anyway, I couldn't afford that, and I'm from Peru, and back then we didn't even have a Gibson distributor or seller or anything. So it was pretty impossible. I thought it was going to be impossible to own that guitar, to play that guitar. And of course, Peru is a third world country, so we don't have a lot of money. So it was hard to conceive owning and purchasing a Les Paul. Then, I grew up. I tried a bunch of guitars. I earned money, but I couldn't find the Les Paul that I really liked. And I tried like custom shops. I tried many Les Pauls year after year, trying to see if the new collection, if the new release was something that I would enjoy. And I just couldn't feel comfortable playing the Les Paul up to this point. So a few days back, I went to my friend's store, my friend Eduardo, big shout out to Eduardo. He's the best. I went to his store to buy strings. I needed a couple of packs, and I wanted to try a Les Paul that he custom order from the custom shop, because I was curious. I knew I wasn't going to like that guitar specifically, because it is very specific. It has a high output pickup, it has a tremolo bar. It is not a true that was loud. It is not a true Les Paul, or a classic Les Paul, let's put it that way. But anyway, I tried the guitar, and then I saw 3 bursts. And I assumed, because 2 of those 3 were custom shops, I assumed all of them were a custom shop. And I wanted to play one, so I asked them, and they told me that this one is not a custom shop. This is called a Standard 60s. And I grabbed it and I started playing it. I played like for 30 minutes, and I knew I had to go home with this guitar because it is amazing. It is just such a nice instrument, and it's perfect. The neck is not too big. I don't know. It feels right. It feels great. It sounds amazing. So yeah, that's what I did. I told my friend that I want it, and he told me to take it, and we'll figure out how to pay for it. Pretty much, that's what happened. Yeah, and I'm so happy. It is an amazing guitar. If you're looking for a Les Paul, try the 2019 Les Paul Standard 60s, because it is all that I would expect from a Les Paul. It has all the right things. The ABR1 here, 2 pickups, 4 controls, nothing weird, no weight relief, manageable neck. It is pretty slim, it is pretty comfortable. Nice tuners. it's very well set up from the store. The only thing that I might change are the pickups. They are a bit dark for my taste, but still very nice sounding. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. So thank you, Eduardo. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you with some sounds. Thanks for watching.